Alright, so we are going to use a suspension system. This thing kind of sticks sometimes. You don't want to force it, but right now you can see when I turn the dial this way, it's going to start adding air to the system. When I turn it to the left, the air comes out, okay? And so I'm going to have the air leave the system so that there's no pressure in there, and then I'm going to pull this down so it can be to a height that I can work with it, and you can hear the rest of the air going out of there. Now I'm going to take the hard stop out of here because I'm not sure how tall the person is that I'm working with. This will go back in for safety, okay? But from here, I'm going to put the belt on, safety belt. This. Be careful, this cable can kind of cut you there sometimes, so don't grab that. Now Luke, I'm going to have you get in this, but let me show you how we're going to do it first. You might want to kind of change your angle over here. And Luke, you're going to be entering from this left side. Sometimes I will actually wrap this around just so that a person is not impeded in their ability to get on. But when you get on this, Luke, I'm going to have you come over here like this, and you're going to be stepping up here, holding this, and then I'm going to get the belt for you. Okay, so let me have you enter that way. It's just the safest way to do it. And we're trying to not let these bars hit you. So you can see this is a little bit low right now. So I'm going to turn this on so that it pulls up out of the way a little bit. Okay. And then Luke, you're going to put this on like you would a jacket. Nope. So you're going to put it on just like a jacket. There you go. There you go. And then I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. You want these fasteners to the side. Now this is going to climb up anyway, so I start with it higher than the waist, just because again, we know it's going to climb up. I start with the long side first, which is his left side, my right side. I'm going to cinch that up. Good, and then Luke, I'm going to have you turn that way. Good, and then I'm going to apply the air pressure, so I'm going to turn the knob to the right very slow. You'll feel this raise just a little bit. Good, so just a little bit of upward force. Now from here, I want to put a hard stop on that, because I don't want a person to fall. This will still let you go down. It just resists you. In fact, I'll let you feel what that's like, because you're an athlete. If you were an older person, I wouldn't do this, but go ahead and do a squat and just see how far it lets you go down. There you go, and then come on back up. And so you can see that would be too far for most people. So I want to put this stop in at a position that does not allow him to go that far. I try to put it in here, it doesn't fit. I try here, it does. So that's where we would put the hard stop. And you do have to kind of wiggle it a little bit to get it in there sometimes. I don't know why I'm having a hard time with it right now. There we go. That's the hard stop. If Luke was a little shorter, it would actually go in here. So it's kind of inverse to what you would think. But Luke, now I'm going to let you feel the bottom of that. So I want you to just very slowly bend your knees until you feel it stop. So that's as far down as it's going to let you go. Okay, and we're at about 5 pounds. If I wanted to unweight you a little bit more, I would go up to about 10 psi. And again, most of the time we do not unweight significantly more than that. From here we can go ahead and start the treadmill. And as we normally would, but I may as well get this on video, you're going to count down and now take a step. Make sure you don't hit the stop button there accidentally. With somebody that we're trying to decompress their low back, we're actually going to increase the incline, because increasing the incline will open up the nerve foramen a little bit. I could lower that. And then to work on agility and that type of thing, I could actually have people side step. So Luke, now I'm going to have you turn my way facing me. There you go, take some side steps. Kind of awkward at first, right? Now what really gets awkward is when you start going the other way. So now you're gonna face forward and then reverse and face that way. Good. So that's pretty high level stuff. Luke, I can even have you walk backwards on this. Good. And then back around. So this would be high level activity, but that's what we would use the suspension force for. And then to release, we're going to, I thought you turned it off, sorry about that, because it did sound like I was done. I'm going to release this air out by turning it left. You don't have to turn it all the way, but you can hear the air come out. And the safest way to do this is to just unclip the person while they still have the harness on. Then it doesn't get in the way. And then it gives you something to hold on to, because they're not going to be very steady, or else you wouldn't have to use this in the first place. So yeah, just pull your arms out of there. Luke, I want you to step off of there the same way that you came on. Now keep on holding on to that bar if you don't mind. There you go. Just because when I take this thing off, it's going to potentially throw you off balance. And then once I have that all the way off, now you're free to do what you do.